Children, let us continue the chapter Understanding Quadrilaterals. It is a continuation of the exercise 3. The seventh question. The adjacent figure HOP is a parallelogram. Find the angle measures x, y and z. State the property you use to find them. Here HOP is a parallelogram and one exterior angle is given at O when HO is produced to some point. So let us consider that point is K here. Here it is given that angle POK is equals to 70 degree. Angle POK is 70 degree and angle EHP is given, that is 40 degree. Now let us find the angle HOP. So how will you get the angle HOP? You know that there is a linear pair. By using the property of linear pair, you will get the angle HOP. Write that one. In the figure, there is this solution here. In the figure, HOP is a parallelogram. HOP is a parallelogram and angle POX, let us here consider, that is the angle POK. POK is equals to 70 degree and you take angle HOP plus angle POK is equals to 180 degree. The reason is here linear pair. The reason is linear pair here. So angle HOP plus 70 degree is equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle HOP is equals to 180 degree minus 70 degree, that is equals to 110 degree. And angle X is given, that is angle E is equals to angle HOP. Why? They are opposite angles of parallelogram. Opposite angles of parallelogram. So E is X, that is X is equals to what? X is equals to 110 degree. You got here angle EHO must be equals to angle 70 degree, that is angle POK. Angle EHO is equals to angle POK. They are the corresponding angles. So what they are? Corresponding angles made by the transversal of parallel lines. Angles. So write that much only. They are the corresponding angles made by the transversal of parallel lines here. Therefore you can write angle EHO must be equals to 70 degree. Therefore angle EHO is equals to 70 degree. Here POK is 70 means EHO must be 70 degree. Next you take here, then you will get the measurement of angle Z by subtracting 40 degree by the angle EHO. So you write, therefore X equals, that is Z is equals to, therefore Z is equals to what? 70 degree minus 40 degree. Here Z and 40 are, it is you got angle EHO, because here angle EHO is equals to what? Z plus 40 degree. Therefore Z is equals to what? Z is equals to 30 degree you got. Z is equals to 30 degree. Next use the triangle PHO. In triangle PHO, you know that Z plus Y plus angle POH. is equals to 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle it is. Angle sum property of triangle. Then you take Z is, you got it, that is 30 degree, plus Y plus POH you got, that is 110 degree. 110 degree, it is equals to 180 degree, that is Y plus 30 plus 110 is 140, is equals to 180 degree. Therefore you can take Y is equals to 180 degree minus 140 degree, that is equals to 40 degree. In this way you got X equals 110 degree, Y is equals to 40 degree, and Z is equals to 30 degree. That is the solution for the first question. Next you take 8th question. The following figures GUNS and RUNS are parallelograms. Find X and Y. Here the lengths are in centimeter. Now in the first parallelogram GUNS, it is given that SN is 26 centimeter and GU is 3y minus 1 and SG is 3x and NU is 18. And in the second parallelogram, here it is given this part is 20, this is 60 and this is x plus y and this is y plus 7. And in both the cases we have to find the value of x and y here. Now let us take the first figure. Now let us take the first parallelogram GUNS. Now here it is given that take in the parallelogram GUNS, here you know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. So you take GU is equals to SN. Therefore GU is 3y minus 1 is equals to 26. So it becomes 3y is equals to 26 plus 1. Then 3y is equals to 27. Then y is equals to 27 by 3, that is equals to 9 centimeter. Next you take again here the sides, opposite sides, SG is equals to NU. In both the cases here used, opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides are equal. Here also you write opposite sides are equal. Because it is a parallelogram, so opposite sides are equal. SG is equals to NU, that is 3x is equals to 18 and x is equals to 18 by 3, that is 6 centimeter. So you got x and y here, that is x equals 9 centimeter and y is x is equals to 6 centimeter and y is equals to 9 centimeter. Y is equals to 9 centimeter. Now you take the second figure. Now you come to the second parallelogram RUNS, and here we have to use the property that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. One of the diagonal bisect the other diagonal. Here the diagonals RN and SU. RN and SU. So let us take, they intersect at a point O. So you take in parallelogram RUNS. Let the diagonals RN and SU RN and SU intersect at O. So you know that SO is equals to OU, or you write OU is equals to SO. Reason: diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So here OU is given that y plus 7 is equals to SO is 20. Therefore, y is equals to 20 minus 7, that is equals to 13 centimeter. Y is equals to 13 centimeter. Next, similarly you take NY is equals to OR. This is the first one you got, and you write NO is equals to OR. Same reason that you can give here, diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. So NO is here x plus y is equals to 16, and x plus y you got already, that is 13, is equals to 16. So x is equals to 16 minus 13 is equals to 3 centimeter it is. That is 3 centimeter. In this way, you got the values of x and y in both the figure. In the second figure, x equals 3 centimeter and y is equals to 13 centimeter. X is equals to 3 centimeter and y is equals to 13 centimeter. Here you substituted the value of y. That is, if you consider this is first, so you can write here the given reason here from first it is. From first, here you got the value of y, that is 13, and substituted the value of y in the x plus y is equals to 16. Now let us take the next question. In the figure, both RISK and CLUE are parallelograms. Find the value of x. Find the value of x here. Here in the parallelogram RISK, angle K is given, that is 120 degree, and in the parallelogram CLUE, angle L is given, that is 70 degree. By using that angles, so let us find the angle I here, that is RIS, that is also 120 degree, and here angle E, that is angle CEU, that angle is 70 degree. So here first use the property of the parallelogram in which opposite angles are equal. So you write, in parallelogram RISK, so you write angle K is given, that is angle K is equals to 120 degree, that is given here. Therefore angle RIS is equals to angle K. Reason here, opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal. Therefore angle RIS is equals to how much? 120 degree. As angle K is 120 degree means angle RIS is also equals to 120 degree. Now you try to get the angle ISK. Angle ISK plus angle RIS must be is equals to 180 degree, because you know that they are adjacent angle. These two angles, angle RIS and angle ISK are adjacent angles. So you write the reason. Adjacent angles. Angle ISK plus RIS you got, that is 120 degree is equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle ISK is equals to 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is equals to how much? 60 degree. You got angle ISK. Now you come to the parallelogram CLUE. In the parallelogram CLUE, here angle L is given. Angle L is equals to how much? 70 degree. Then its opposite angle is, which angle? Its opposite angle is CEU. Angle CEU must be equals to angle L because they are opposite angles. Opposite angles. Then angle CEU must be equals to how much degree? As angle L is 70 degree, angle CEU must be equals to 70 degree. Now you got angle CEO and angle ISC. Now you take the triangle. So in that triangle, which triangle it is? Consider this is M or whatever it may be. M is the point of intersection of the two sides. One of the sides of the parallelogram RISK and the other one is the side of the parallelogram CLUE. So they meet at M. So let us consider the triangle EMS. To find X, you consider the triangle EMS. So you take in triangle EMS. So you know one angle is it is given X plus the other two angles are ISK. ISK means that is the point at S. ISK you got, that is 60 degree. So you write 60 degree, or you write angle ISK plus angle that is CEU or MEU. Angle CEU must be equals to what? 180 degree. That is the angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property of a triangle. So you got X plus ISK is here 60 degree and CEO is here, that is CEU or CE. You can take that MES, CE or MES you can take, as it is a triangle. So you take angle MES, same angle it is MES. MES is same as angle CU, that is the angle at 70 degree, or otherwise you can write angle CU only. Angle CEU it is, not angle O, that is the angle CEU. CEU, right? That is also equals to almost 70 degree, that is equals to 180 degree. So X plus 60 plus 70 is 130 degree, that is equals to 180 degree. So X is equals to 180 degree minus 130 degree, that is equals to 50 degree. So you got the value of X here. What is the value of X? That is 180 minus 130 degree is equals to 50 degree. Now let us come to the question number 10. Explain how this figure is a trapezium. You know that in trapezium, one pair of opposite sides are parallel here. Here the angle M and angle L are given. Now for the lines NM and KL, LM becomes the transversal. For these two lines, ML becomes the transversal. You know that the interior angles on the same side of the transversal of two lines are supplementary. Means their sum is 180 degree, then the two lines are parallel to each other. So you take in the figure, you take LM is a transversal of lines NM and KL. So LM is a transversal of lines NM and KL. Angle M plus angle L is equals to 100 plus 80 degree, that is equals to 180 degree. Angle M and angle L are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal LM of lines NM and KL. As they are supplementary, you can say that NM is parallel to KL. NM is parallel to KL. As NM is parallel to KL means that is KLMN is a trapezium. Therefore, in the quadrilateral, one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So it is a trapezium. Got that? You proved that it is a trapezium. Now let us take the next question. In the figure, find measure of angle C if AB parallel to CD. It is given that AB is parallel to CD. You write in the figure AB parallel to DC. And BC becomes the transversal of parallel lines. And also it is a trapezium. And you know that in trapezium, the sum of the interior angles at the ends of non-parallel sides must be supplementary. Or if you take the property of the parallel lines, here BC becomes the transversal of parallel lines. Therefore, angle 180 and angle B plus angle C must be equals to 180 degree. So, right? BC is a transversal, you write. BC is a transversal. Therefore, angle B plus angle C is equals to how much? 180 degree. That is, they are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal. That you have learnt in the previous classes. So they can write angle B is, that is given 120 degree plus angle C is equals to 180 degree. Angle C is equals to 180 degree minus 120 degree. So angle C is equals to 60 degree. Angle C is equals to 60 degree you got here. Now let us take the 12th question. Find the measure of angle P and angle S here. And it is given that angle Q is 130 degree. Here SP is parallel to RQ. SP is parallel to RQ. So it becomes a trapezium, and here PQ becomes a transversal. Then angle P must be equals to 180 minus 130 degree, as they are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Given that angle Q is 130 degree, and also it is shown in the figure that angle R is right angle. So here write in the figure what is given. In the figure, SP is parallel to RQ. SP is parallel to RQ. And also what are given here, angle Q is equals to 130 degree, angle R is equals to 90 degree. They are given here. Here that is given. Now angle P plus angle Q must be equals to 180 degree, because PQ is a transversal and they are the interior angles on the same side of the transversal, and also that is one of the property of the trapezium. In trapezium, the sum of the angles at the ends of the non-parallel sides are supplementary. So you take angles, interior angles, you write interior angles, on the same side of the transversal. Transversal PQ. So angle P plus angle Q is 130 degree, that is equals to 180 degree. Therefore angle P is equals to 180 degree minus 130 degree, that is equals to how much? 50 degree. And also angle S plus angle R must be equals to 180 degree. There also interior angles on the same side of the transversal SR. Here SR is also transversal of parallel lines. Angle S and angle R becomes the interior angles on the same side of the transversal. So angle S plus angle R you got already, that is shown here, that is 90 degree, right? 90 degree is equals to 180 degree. So angle S is equals to 180 degree minus 90 degree. Then you got angle S is equals to 90 degree. So they asked angle P and angle S. So you got angle P is equals to 50 degree and angle S is equals to 90 degree. See here SP is parallel to RQ, and here you got this is 50 degree. This is given already 90 degree. This is also 90 degree. The sum of the four angles becomes 90 plus 90 is 180. 50 plus the 130 is also 180. 180 plus 180, 360 you got.